today's video, we're gonna be reviewing Matterhorn Bobsleds, a aerodynamics um, roller coaster. Before we even talk about our reviews, um, what do you call this? I will be heading overseas to go to Tokyo Disneyland and other Japanese parks. So I'll be flying from LA, and we'll be heading over to Japan with Japan Airlines. So I'll be flying from LAX, and so we'll be going overseas. But while I'm making the next review for the roller coaster, I will be already overseas at Tokyo. We'll be doing a layover in Tokyo, and then we will go to Tokyo Disneyland um, the next day. So eventually, or maybe a few weeks. So I will let you guys know. Um, so yeah, so will be a lot of footage from Japan. So feel free that you will see some awesome footages like coaster vlogs and stuff. Anyway, to kick things off, let's start the review. To leave the station, you will turn right, and you will then do some crazy turns before heading over to the lift hill. So you'll be turning after you go to the lift hill. And for some reason, they stop you right here because of depending on there's a block break section. So like there are a lot of trains on this coaster. So you will then stop, and then you will then proceed to turning. It's really dark, so you can't really tell what's happening. But when you're riding, you can feel that there's gonna be a lot of turns before heading up to your lift hill. So I believe this is only 80 feet tall, so it's not really that high of a coaster. So yeah, you will see some decorations. By the way, this clip is being used from Coaster Force. Forgot to mention. And I'm gonna be using this clip for today's review, as I don't have my own POV, as it's against the law to film your own POV. So it's really dark, but I believe you're still gonna be going up the lift hill, and you'll see some light, and then you will do a lot of these turns. So you're gonna be going like, in and out of the cave, but you're still gonna be in the mountain. It doesn't really go out of the mountain, so it doesn't really take up a lot of space. So here you go, you go up a hill. I don't think you really get airtime on this. It's really pointless. You probably only get a little bit, but not really much on this coaster. So you're just gonna be like, kind of like through the mountain, kind of like you're sledding or something. You're just gonna be turning and doing some dips and drops, and it's not really big. It's kind of a little boring ride. It's fun for the family. So there are actually two tracks on this coaster. There's separate two separate tracks. No, this is not a Mobius coaster like on Twisted Colossus or West Coast Racers. You'll be going separately. So you're gonna be going through caves, and then you'll be going in, on the mountain. And there's really a lot of theming on this coaster. So I do like the Yeti on there. So it's pretty cool to see the Yeti there. And then you will go into a splashdown, and the ride is over. It's a really fun roller coaster. I do enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's a good roller coaster. It's quite boring. It doesn't have any big drops or anything. So it's just fun for Disneyland and for the families. It doesn't really do a whole much. So Matterhorn Bobsleds, all I can say, it's just a fun roller coaster. It's not going to be in everybody's bucket lists. It's not like a top coaster or anything. This is a family coaster. It's built by Aerodynamics, and it kind of feels a little bit rough here and there. So I might rate this a lower score. However, it is still quite enjoyable. There are some parts that could make the ride more enjoyable. Maybe if they could only make the drops bigger and stuff, it would be, more of a fun roller coaster, and gives you more airtime. More ejector airtime would definitely make it funner. Also, this clip is being used from Disney meetings and events, and also the same with the first clip. So I forgot to mention. So sorry about that, but giving credit right now. Anyway, So yeah, the ride is fun. It's cool to look out. It is one of the popular attractions at Disneyland Park in Anaheim. So the lines could get long. So like what I said in my last video, please use Lightning Lane. This will help you get to your rides a bit faster. You don't have to worry about the long wait. And so just to be cautious, start using Lightning Lane. But it's a fun roller coaster. And I couldn't even find any footage for Matterhorn, so I'm so sorry about that. So this is all I got here. Anyway, for Matterhorn's final score, I'm gonna rate it a 4 because it's quite of a boring ride. Doesn't really do much. I mean the theming is cool and stuff. The ride is fun, but it doesn't do a whole much. I wish it did. So let me guys know if you've ridden Matterhorn before. What do you think of the coaster? Do you guys hate it? Do you guys love it? Please post your comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.